Hello, if you did look at my last video, the server video, you should look at this one also. In the cloud we got some backup solution, and I of course also need the backup solution. Besides, in that video I said that I would unbox these boxes, but I only unboxed that in the middle. Now we're going to unbox the black one, see what's in that one. This wasn't so easy to get up from the box. There we go. There we go. Hope nothing else was in the box. And I hope this one has been handled with care. Because normally you should unload this one before transporting it, and I didn't. So I hope it's still okay. That's a band robot, and it uses these kinds of magnetic tape, and I have a few of them with my spare discs and cleaner tape also. So that's 800 gigabyte times 7. And since my server was about that size, the storage also, this means I can back up everything every day. Let's connect this one to power. Let's see if it turns on and if it's loud or not. So I want to see if it has tapes in it. So what you're looking at is an HP G2 Autoloader. I'll get it. I'll move it on the table so I actually can get to it. I think the camera can see the front of it, and I can also see the front of it. Let's enter. Unlock main slot. Unlocking main slot. There we go. Main slot did not contain any tape. So let's insert the tape. So let's unlock, and can we load up more tapes? We should be able to load up multiple tapes at a time. Unlock left magazine, let's try that. Enter password. And you're going to see my password. There we go. Got the left magazine unlocked. So that's 6 terabytes in backup. No, I'm wrong, it's 3. Just going to have that also. Can I unlock the other magazine at the same time? I need to load in this one. I might need to load in this one. So enter, unlock left, no, unlock right, yes. Unlocking magazine. I actually thought that I had this loaded up with tapes, which means that I should have more tapes somewhere, because I did have more of them. I don't know where they went though. I may have to be probably packed down somewhere. This last one is just a cleaning tape, it's not a real tape. So while it's loading that, let's just walk around it slowly. So this is an old device, it's a SCSI device. And I actually don't know why you can connect it to the internet, but you can. It's probably lights out interface. So you can turn it on and off remote. So now I'm going to pack this down, take it over to the server and connect it up. So this is the place where the autoloader will live, next to the server on my last video. In the last video you have a setup from this server. It's a server for $300 that if you would buy the compute on the cloud, it's like 12,000 USD a year, so I prefer the 300. But it does not have a backup solution, and that's where the autoloader will come in. Autoloader is as heavy as the server itself. It might actually be a bit heavier. So I hope this shelf is sturdy enough, but it had a lot of paint cans on it before. Now the autoloader is connected using one of these cables. It's a SCSI cable, and for newer things you wouldn't use this anymore, but for older stuff it works fine. That's a terminator that's used last in the chain of a SCSI. You can have a number of SCSI devices connected to each other and have one terminator in the end. It's also bent, which is bad sign, because that means stress has been on this one. I never connect cables while servers are running. I mean, you shouldn't. I shouldn't either. this is going to be a bit tricky, but trying to record the commands you're going to need MTX for handling the loader and MT for handling the tape device to rewind the tapes and record on them. So we need to MTX, but if we use MTX status as root, it says that we need the changer device changer, and we do not have that device, so we need to figure out which device is our tape loader is on. So let's check what devices we do have, and we have a number of them starting with an SG, SCSI General 0, 1, 2 and 3. That could be a very possibility, and we got ST, probably tape 0, I would guess, so SCSI tape 0. We try those. So we're going to try the command loader info on general SCSI device 0, which says that is a type RAID arrays. That's my disk. So let's try it with 1 instead. And now it says disk drive, so that's not it. Let's try it with a 2, and this says tape drive. So that's the tape drive. And let's try it with 3. Sorry for the defocusing. And now it says medium changer, so there we go. Now we know which device we're going to use. So turn to root, MTX on the SG3 and execute the status. And we get the status, the data transfer element 0, that's a tape drive, is empty, and we have tapes in the other ones except number 8, that's used for import export. We got the tape there also. But slot number 8 is used for importing and exporting one tape, which means I can take one tape out, put one tape in, if I don't take all of them out like I did before in the video. So let's say we want to load in tape 2 to our tape drive. Loading media. So it's now moving the tape from the storage area to the drive that's inside this one. So let's rewind the tape. So we get to root the MT command for tape, our SCSI device, which is standard tape 0, and rewind. And let's see if it says anything. Drive idle. I guess it actually was already rewound. So let's use the tar command, and that actually stands for tape archive if you didn't know that. View create Z file and the standard tape 0, and we're going to take all files in etc, so we're going to store the configuration of this server on tape. So if you want to list what's on the device, on the tape, just sudo tar t for list Z file and the device for the tape. And now it's reading from tape. And if we use a status command on the changer, we can see the status. So the data transfer element, that's the tape drive, has a tape loaded and the tag on the tape, so we can see which tape. And the storage area is empty on slot 2, so we can unload this. Load this tape into the storage area 2. And now we can look at the status again. Now we have a tape in storage element 2, but nothing in the tape drive. So we need to load up another tape. So now we're moving tape number 1 from the storage area to the tape drive. Now I may have used the load, unload, status and the tar commands for backing up things. That's actually fixed that we need to type the device here all the time, because that's super annoying. And the camera could stop focusing around, would be actually even greater. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a link with a ln command from dev standard tape 0 to dev tape, and from general 3 to dev changer. So let's create a link from SCSI tape 0 to dev tape, and create a link from SCSI general 3 to changer. And now instead of specifying the device here, we can just remove that and it works anyhow. So that's basically all. We got the empty status, take them again, status, we got rewind, we got MTX, I think that stands for extended or something like that. The status on the changer, we probably should unload this first tape to slot 1, because slot 1 is empty and it's unloading. We have to wait for that. And now the tape has moved, so now we need to of course load in another tape and wait for that. And now we can use the tar command as root again for view the files that we have on the tape. And there we go. So that's actually all you need to know about autoloaders and tape drives on under Linux. It's not as complicated as you think, and it's all the tech, so it's not that expensive. I haven't checked what that cost, but I can do that when I get into the house. So you got an idea about what the cost of this setup is. So I have now checked what the price was for that one, and it's from $200 up to $1,100, and it all depends on which kind of tape drive is in the changer. So you got the changer itself and you got the tape drive, and they called LTO or LT. I think LTO3 I think they called the one I got, and they have got LTO4 and 5, and they just take bigger and bigger tapes. So it depends on what you need there, but you should be able to get one from 350 or something like that. I think the LTO3 that takes I think that's 800 gigabyte, but you have to do the diligence yourself on that one. But it is not more than this to set up a backup solution for your server. It's actually not that hard to do, and yeah, it's an older solution, but tape drives are still used today. So yeah, happy hacking or happy tape driving, I guess.